KZ end up with a -5 in a minute?
Hard 30 tonight.
First of all, I don't believe in numbers.
Don't get fooled. Grab a drink, because this is Hangover Time. Defense!
Heat win! Heat win! Clamps, motherfucker! Fuck a Devin Booker! Justice better anyway. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah.
Still stand. Okay, no, it doesn't. Anyway, Heat win! Heat win! Man, what a game. About 8 minutes left. The Suns were up like 11 or 13. I tweeted out, it's a wrap, it's over. If you're new here and you know what I'm doing, it's a reverse jinx. But I fucking felt it that time. I really did, because they came back from a timeout and Jimmy Butler wasn't in the game. And I was like, well, Spo doesn't want to win this shit. But apparently he did. Jimmy Butler came back in over the course of the last few minutes of the game. Clutch offense, clutch play from Miami, big shots from Caleb Martin, big shots from Kyle Lowry, Bam doing crazy-ass Bam shit, lockdown defense from Jimmy Butler. I mean, everything you wanted out of a fucking Heat win tonight. Absolutely amazing. What a game. Definitely their best win of the season. I am Alphonse Sidney, a.k.a. Alf954. Welcome into the Miami Heat Beat post-game show, Hangover Time. If you're watching live on Twitch, we love you. Thank you. You're always here for us. The chat be lit. If you're watching live on the 5 Reasons YouTube page, welcome, 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 as Giancarlo Navas would say. And if you're watching the replay live, or not live, if you're watching the replay on either of the YouTube channels, fantastic. Thank you. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe, but always try to check us out live. Bring me out, Brass.
Yes, sir.
What a game. Here we go. Everyone.
I'm exhausted.
Woo! My heart was racing. I had to take an extra blood pressure pill.
That's it.
My wife was checking my pulse. I scared my baby 3 or 4 times. Someone says undefeated at the BC. We'll get to the name of the arena at some point, I guess. But welcome everybody. How's everybody feeling tonight?
Excellent. Are you kidding me?
Fantastic
win.
Have we only done 2 wins for Hangover Time?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well,
But hey, 3 straight here. 3 straight.
Hey,
we're going straight.
Right.
Biggest win of the season. Completely screwing up the tank. You idiots. You people on my timeline saying the Heat should tank. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Like, what have you never watched an NBA season before? Like, just because you're 3 games under 500 in October? October! Like, this morning, they were 2 games out of the 3rd seed. Like, what are we doing? Like, this shit can turn around so quickly. It is the beginning of the season, beginning of the year. They're back to 500. Huge win against one of the best teams in the West. Come on. Like, stop. Brass, let's get around to the panel because, I'm sorry, Tiff, you got something?
I was just about to say, now you know, good and well in hell, we can't out-tank the Lakers.
Come on.
That's true.
Tiff, the Magic right up there up the road.
Come on.
You gonna out-tank the Magic?
Listen, the Lakers are out-tanking the Magic.
I'm saying, but even up the
Lakers
road.
are out-tanking the Lakers.
Come on. Anyway.
You motherfuckers, you.
If you guys are new to Hangover, if you're new to Hangover Time, you're new to what we do, we like to have some drinks. And what we're going to do today, after a win, is we're going to toast your favorite player. So go ahead, play it, Brass. So I said, your favorite player, your player of the game. Listen, I'm new to this. We used to just talk about what we were drinking. We're trying to do something different because we were just talking about alcohol for 15 minutes. So Moose, what
Natural
are you drinking
segue.
and who are you toasting that motherfucker to?
Thank you very much, Alf. So what am I drinking? I got a little bit of Casamigos. Well, actually a lot of Casamigos with some ice because we're celebrating a win here. And my player of the game, I'm going to go a little outside of the box. I'm going to go with Jay Crowder. You know why. Take me out, Brass.
Ooh, all right.
We're not going to be able to do it.
Working from the inside. No. It doesn't matter. He was helping us tonight. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I got you.
I got you.
I got you. Tiff.
Yes. All right. So my player of the game. I can't even go with Max. Was he 0 for 4? All right. My player of the game
for
is.
5. He hit a big one in the
He did. He hit the big one.
He did.
He got the big pass to Kyle for the shot. But what I'm gonna do is my player of the game is Killmonger, because Jimmy reached all the way back to the ancestors to be able to get that block shot. Take me out, Brass.
I thought this was stream beat for a minute.
Brass, who was your player of the game?
Well, for that last block, I'm definitely going to go with Jimmy. So I'm drinking some coquitos. I made some fresh coquito out of my Big Face mug tonight for Jimmy. But I'm going to have to go with Bam. Bam was absolutely dominant tonight, 30 and 10. I mean, he has been putting up consistent numbers. He's been showing up big. He has been more aggressive. He's done a lot of the things we were asking him to. And it's starting to come together. This team is still shaky. Don't get me wrong. I'm not getting too overly hyped after just a 3-game win streak just to get us back to 500. But now that we're here, it's time. I think we have sort of course corrected a little bit, and I think we're gonna. I feel pretty good about how things are shaping up.
Gotcha. Frankie, what are you drinking?
Put it on the poster. I feel pretty good.
I feel pretty good.
That's what Cocky Heat fan has turned into.
Season starts
From yes, we did. So it's pretty good.
Eric DeRay in the chat says we're 0-0.
Yes, we might.
0-0 right now.
Exactly.
Season starts tonight. Frankie, what are you drinking and who are you toasting to tonight?
I am drinking Eddie Johnson's tears. Fuck that guy.
Perfect.
And my player of the game is Mr. Animorph himself. Campaign, 4 for 17 from the field, 9 points. He hit 4 more shots than you did, Alf.
Oh.
Thank you, Cam.
He looks like the squirrel from Ice Age, don't he?
Yeah. I told Tiff he looks like in the Animorph cover.
I said that before Alf came on. He looks like, what is it, Scratch?
I forget, whatever.
Sid.
Nutty the Squirrel, Sid, whatever his name is.
That's not right. His name is not Nutty.
Whatever.
That's not right.
I think I say that every time we fucking
He's going to
play,
go on a rant on Stream
every
Beat
time we
next
play
for
with
this.
My player of the game, who I'm toasting to, is Caleb Martin. Why? Because 4 or 5 different times during the fourth quarter, I was like, get Caleb Martin the fuck out the game. Because he got his shit blocked by Devin Booker, got his shit blocked by the backboard.
He was fucking it up everywhere for a little stretch there.
He was on some Carlton Banks, Fresh Prince. I'm doing Caleb time, baby. Just doing. I was like, he was and one mixtape, Caleb time. Like it was crazy. I was like, what are you doing, bro? But he hit one of the biggest shots of the game. The defense, that's why he was in the game, for his defense. And I was screaming, get his ass out the game. And I was wrong. Bronx Joker says this one was so good. Ethan could be the special guest in the arena tonight. Even depressing takes can't get me off this high. Listen, man, you can try to shit on this all you want. This is a good win against a really, really good team, Moose. One thing I want to talk about is this season compared to last. If they were not leading by more than 10 points with 8 minutes left, I had no faith they were going to pull the game out. Like, there were so many times last year down the stretch, they gave up big leads. They could not close games. This season, and I'm like a big believer in point differential, means way more than crunch time offense. I think crunch time offense is overblown, but it is nice to see this year in close games down the stretch, they're actually executing moves.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, we definitely saw them building up this way because if you look at the start of the year, they were having a lot of issues with late game execution. So we're starting to see that getting course corrected a little bit. I will say Kyle stepped it up there at the end. There were some moments there in the first half where, he still needs to work on his overall game, rounding into shape. But this was as gritty a win as you're going to get against a damn good team. Probably the best defense that we've faced all year. Maybe outside of the Celtics early on. But this team is digging into its heels on defense and starting to find its personality on both sides of the floor. I think Bam stepping up tonight was huge. His takeover in the fourth quarter is a bright spot that I want to hold on to and take into every game. If he can keep buying into that, giving Jimmy some help on both sides of the floor. So that way Jimmy can save all of that strength for that last play and that block, because that's what Jimmy does. He steps up in the clutch and he will finish the game for you. Just help him get there.
Moose, I'm glad you talked about that last play because Tiff, if they doubled that motherfucker again, I was going to lose my goddamn shit.
Yo, we were doubling him while he was tying his shoe.
We were doubling the motherfucker while he's taking a water break. We're like, no Gatorade for you, motherfucker. You can't get that Gatorade. Like, it was wild. Like, they had Bam on him, and they're bringing over a second defender. Like, why are you bringing Gabe Vincent over here? Bam got him. Like, what are you doing?
But the best part is Bam going there. So him and Gabe are trapping, and then you either got Kyle or Max under there with Aiden.
Just stuck in this motherfucker's armpits.
Just fighting.
No, but like I did like at the end of the game, man. They trusted your best perimeter defender against their best offensive player. They trusted Jimmy. No double teaming, no gimmicks, no nothing. Go out there and get a stop, and Jimmy came through.
Yeah, but that's how it. That's how it should be at the end. You got to stay home. You know what was going to happen. Come on, that was Aiden right over the top for a layup. If they would have double Booker. No, that's what you paid, and you hate to talk about contracts, but let's be realistic. This is why you pay Jimmy the money, because he can do stuff like this. Not every player in the league can do stuff like this, but Jimmy can, and you trust him to make the right decisions.
Exactly. And like, that's where it was frustrating me earlier on in the game, Brass, when they kept double teaming Devin. I understand you double team Devin Booker when Duncan Robinson's on an island, right? Like, bring help. But like, they were double teaming with Bam, and it was just like, trust your guys, trust your defense. And we saw down the stretch, even like we saw Bam not leaving DeAndre Ayton a couple times on those campaign drives, which I wasn't sure why he was doing that. But then Frankie reminded me he was 4 for 17. So I guess that's why you don't leave DeAndre Ayton. Like, let campaign shoot. But Brass, that defense in coming down the stretch. I mean, and while they're making big shots, like, you don't hang your head. You go down there, you score again, and you try to get a stop.
Yeah, I mean, there were moments where they started sort of losing the plot a little bit tonight, but they kept it together. They kept their composure. Even when the Suns started sort of lighting it up, they started coming back, and I don't know. I'm impressed that I've seen a lot of teams lose a lot of games by like single digits. And I've seen this. I live in New York. I see Knicks fans go through this every fucking year. And they see the Knicks lose by like a heartbreaker, just like game after game after game. And the thing is, that has happened to the Heat a lot of times, an unusual amount of times. Usually in the past few years, when the Heat lose, we're getting our ass kicked, right? We're losing by like 20 points. And that's not really happening this year. Again, as you said, the point differential is really, it's like razor thin.
Yeah.
Razor thin. But sometimes those heartbreakers breaks your fucking spirits as a team. And I didn't sense that tonight. They were definitely letting it slip away in the fourth, as they have for a lot of this season. That was really annoying. But again, they clawed right back. And what did they go on, like a 13
on a 12-0
run. I mean, huge. So
Frankie, to Brass's point, they didn't fold. And like, I mean, this team is not known for being soft, but last year, man, in these close games, they were done. Like, if it was either a blowout or they were losing. Like, they were not closing out these games this way. Jimmy Butler was taking crazy step backs. Like, honestly, forget everything I just said, Frankie. Talk about the fact that Bam was taking shots in crunch time. One of the best field goal percentage players in the league in crunch time, and we actually gave him the ball.
It's a beautiful concept, you know. You would think this is so difficult. Hey, this guy scores a lot, efficient in this situation, 1-on-1, pick and roll, gets good looks at it on a 2-on-1. Let's give him the ball. He's a fucking freight train in transition. Pass it to him. He can
hit free throws,
and he can hit his free throws. But what you mentioned about his aggressiveness, like people have been talking about his aggressiveness a lot, and I think we can all agree that some of his free throws numbers are a little skewed by some missed calls. He gets hammered sometimes inside, and the refs are looking the other way. He shot 14 free throws tonight, and he combined for 14 free throws the last 4 games together. That's the difference in mentality and effort there offensively. He did pull some shots out of his ass, but when you have it going, when you have that rhythm and you touch the ball enough in these situations, you get that confidence in yourself, and luck skews your way sometimes. We saw Dwayne Wade do it for his whole career. He tossed that shit up, tossed it up enough times at the rim, it's gonna fall. You're gonna get that bounce.
Frankie, are you talking about this play where I saw a tweet? They said fantastic footwork by Bam, and I'm like, because he didn't fall. Like, I mean,
Because he stayed up.
I mean, this was a great play. Like, I sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. But go ahead, play that one, Brass. This was amazing.
Well, which one was this? The one that you sent me before?
Yeah, the one from the Heat account.
Okay.
Sure, he would have looked.
You're right. You're right.
I got a trailer.
Where's Duncan?
Let me go send the dribble handoff. JG in the chat says 7 of the Heat players that played tonight had double figures. Who's the one who did it?
Max.
We don't talk about of all fucking people, right?
Exactly. Listen, you know how I am about Max. His shooting he left that shit at home, but everything else he was on top of, boxing out, making the passes. He was hustling his ass off. I don't know what to say about that shot, but listen, he was trusted enough to close the game. That's all I know. But we ain't gonna talk about Max tonight.
Tiff, the way John Jablanca had, Frankie talked about it on the pregame show. He had an article on MiamiHeatBeat.com. Check it out, where he's talking about the Heat need to play with either Max or Duncan on the floor at all times.
We've been saying this.
Yes, and it's not because just the threes or those guys making threes. It increases the entire shot profile for the entire team because of the spacing. I don't care when those guys go 0 for 5 or 0 for 6 because what it does for Bam, Jimmy, and the rest of the team, like the respect that those guys demand on the court. I mean, we talk about spacing and gravity all the time. Like Duncan had a really good first half tonight, 10 points in the first half. But it's not just about the 2 for 6 shooting. Right. It's about him being out there. And I do like the fact that he puts it on the floor a little bit more. Right. The little floater, where the fuck did that shit come from?
I love it. Give me more of it.
It's nice. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck if he ever dribbles again.
Right.
Just be out there running around like a jackass. Get that cardio, bro. And let them chase you. It just helps the entire offense. They talked about John was talking about the rim percentage goes up when those guys are out there. It's not that Max and Duncan are attacking the rim.
It's room.
Exactly.
It's space for days. You know, it's not Tyler Herro dribbling the hell out the ball. Anyway,
shut your mouth. But it raises overall efficiency of everyone's offensive output. I mean, the numbers obviously bear it.
And people pass. I like when Tyler Herro's on. Anyways,
why don't you just go to the next one? You know, we're running late here.
I mean, Max might have gone ice cold. At least he didn't go ice age.
Oh, wow! On the fly producing. Look at that.
Oh, no.
That's good for 4 for 17.
Sorry, Alf's asking me questions. No. I'm like, I'm fucking busy, motherfucker. Damn, my head's down, man. Don't go to me.
Oh, no.
Throw that up again.
Do it again. Shit.
This man runs a pick and roll. What you doing?
Doing that too small shit. That rat looking mother. Anyway, Before I'm about to get myself in trouble. Let's go to another segment. How about the Gaga guy of the game?
Were those not the Gaga guys that you sent me, Alf?
No, I sent you another one.
On the
There's
fly
one more.
producing.
The Bam Dunk.
The Bam Dunk. Yeah, let me get that.
Oh, don't worry about it.
I think it's right there.
No, it's not.
My bad.
This is why you're supposed to talk about this shit before the game.
Let me see that Ice Age Photoshop again. That was
Gaga,
good.
gaga, gaga,
This is
gaga.
the Gaga.
Sit.
Wait, hang on. I think I ripped it already.
Looking for a nut ass.
I wish I could give Brass a little bit more time. Had that like that scraggly ass beard that he be having.
Oh my god.
We got okay.
That link was not the right one. Let's move on to another fucking segment then.
You know what I do want to talk about?
It's annoying.
The Heat, right? They get back to 7-7, Tiff. Talking about this season as a whole, right? People have been super down on this team. We all know that we know they weren't 4-7 bad, but they're also not elite. They're not a contender right now. There probably needs to be a move made. Like some of the hyperbole by Heat fans has been out of control, but a lot of the criticisms were valid. But one thing I'm watching the fact that the Cavs are on a 4-game losing streak right now. A lot of the teams that were high on the hog the first week of the season are crashing down to earth. And you look at the schedules that they played. I mean, I think the Cavs played the Magic, the Lakers, the Knicks, like just a bunch of really bad teams. And you look at the Heat, outside of the Hornets, they have not played that many bad teams all season. You thought the Kings were going to be a bad team, but they've actually been pretty good. So coming out of this initial stretch 7-7, I really don't think is the worst thing in the world.
No, I think the other thing is that there's so much more parity in the league. So whereas we've gotten used to, there's been like that elite 3 and then everybody else just trying to grab on. There is no elite 3. Like there's
The Jazz.
There's a shitwad of the Jazz, but ain't just gonna blow that up real soon. Like there's parity, so that's why I kept saying they just have to hold on and creep up to that 5th spot and literally stay there until the trade deadline. Like that's where they got to get. That's it. Like we can't. Let's be realistic. Like they're okay right now. Are they really good? No. Are they really bad? No. They're somewhere muddling in between, but there's a lot of other teams muddling too. So if you could just hold on and make some sort of move and let little Daddy Kane get some playing time because we need a long wing out there that can play defense and move his feet and run. Like he needs to get on the court, but that's a whole nother show. They'll be fine. You know me, Alf. I never beat the horn like they're great, or I never beat the horn like they're shit. They're just somewhere in between, like 15 other teams right now.
Yeah, I mean,
because guess what? At this point today, before we won, I'd rather be OKC. Who says that?
I mean, you don't want to be in Oklahoma City, though.
No. I don't want to be in Oklahoma City. No.
Kind of with Tiff on that though. SGA is killing it this year.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And they're gonna trade
Wembanyama. Oh my god.
Hey, that play from Bam was too fucking good, and I'm annoyed that clip didn't work out. Let's do the Gaga again.
Okay.
Let's go again.
He grabbing his ankle like, oh, I got hurt. No, you just got dunked on. Your ass up.
You get caught on the baseline, like you find your center in the middle. That was excellent play by Max. And that's what those guys like. It's like we were saying, their shots aren't falling. That's what those guys need to do. Those little plays like that. And this Bam was just huge in that fourth quarter, Frankie. Just give him the fucking ball and get out the way every once in a while.
Yes, man. And I'm gonna mess up his name real quick, but Gadiel from 5 Reasons tweeted out that the last 2 games, Bam has shot his 18 field goals attempts, and he put that as a point of emphasis in the preseason. But to start the season, the Heat have really gone away from the starters shooting. Jimmy's shots are down. Kyle, Bam, Tyler, all their shots are down, and all the role player shots are up. And there's got to be a better balance there. You want to involve your role players, of course, but not at the expense of your stars. You got to up the pace, or something else has to change. You're not winning like that, and you see the hole they got put themselves in. But going from that inside out mentality, getting Bam and Jimmy going early, frees things up for the shooters. So now that if the shooters' shots aren't falling early, they can't clog up the paint and take away Bam and Jimmy, and you're not in a slugfest for the rest of the game. Open it up inside first, and then let the shooters live off that.
Frankie, you can't open it up inside when you have 2 guys who can't shoot. Yeah. Nobody's guarding Lowry. Tyler Herro, and bless his heart, I love Tyler.
He's a saint. We all do.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would let him watch my
serial king of Miami.
I mean, but he's playing underneath the free throw line extended, and the only person out here spotting up is Caleb Martin. Like,
he's stepping on the line.
Do you want that every night?
No, it's just and it used to be PJ, and then when he was hitting 49% on the year, it looked great. And then what happened in the playoffs? Like, that's why we'll talk about it a little bit more, but that's why I've been saying I want Max in the lineup over Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin's been playing well. It's nothing against Caleb. It's about the fact that the rotation needs to be. They need a shooter on the floor at all times. It just helps with spacing. It helps all. I mean, it's one of the reasons they put Max in the starting lineup going into the playoffs last year, because Duncan just wasn't doing it, and they just needed the space. They needed that rotation. But speaking of rotations, to your point, Frankie, about role players taking more shots, and just overall the fact that the rotations have been wonky. We haven't had Yurt, we haven't had Depot. Tyler Herro is out. Spo's been playing a playoff rotation for the last 3 games, and it's been winning, right? So here's a stat. Let's go to our new segment, looking at some stats to kind of explain why maybe Spo is like, I'm playing 8 guys and fuck the rest.
I always hear in my head when that starts, oh yeah.
I hear like a tender whisper, stats.
You know what's funny? It's like, it's funny if you don't know the reference, but if you know the reference, it's even better. Someone in the chat says that's so creepy. Anyway, so per Juan Carlos, but I keep getting his name, Pardino and John Jablanca. Follow them on Twitter at Kelly O'Burner and at John Jablanca _. The top of the rotation is delivering, right? The top 5 most used 5-man rotations for the Heat are all positive on the season, right? So what does that say? That says the guys that they're playing the most are all positive. So it's when the Heat go away from those top of the rotation guys, when there's Haywood Highsmith out there, right? When Dedmon's getting a lot of minutes, when Herro's back in, if you go top 8, Dedmon's not part of that top 8 rotation. When they go outside of those top 8 guys, they fall off of a fucking cliff. And what have I said on this show a million times? When Bam sits, just don't be a disaster, right?
It's that simple.
It's that simple.
It's that simple. Just don't fuck it up.
The top of the rotation is solid. This team is just not deep this season. And Frankie, time after time last year, pickups off of the street, guys out of the G League, 2-way contracts were saving their ass. This year, those guys are flat out not delivering.
Yeah, you also have the injuries, the guys you brought back, the Oladipo, like we mentioned, have not been able to play because of injuries. Tyler's been banged up, so he's missed some times, and nobody's been there to step it up. You replace him with Jamal Cain and Nikola Jovic, two guys you have high expectations and hopes for, but they're young guys, and Spo hasn't trusted them yet. He hasn't had to really trust them yet. Cain just got his first minutes last game, so that's something down the line we're probably going to have to see, because Jimmy and Bam are going to miss some time. Kyle's going to miss some time, and Tyler's already missing time, so he's going to have to trust them at some point. Right now, he's doing what he needs to do to get wins, and they're playing well. They're playing a lot better. They're finding their rhythm and their rotation.
Tiff, you see that second lineup?
Let me look at that.
Lowry, Strus, Caleb, Butler, Bam, our starting lineup the last 3 games, plus 30.5 would be in the 100th percentile amongst all lineups with at least 100 possessions.
100th
I mean, that would be that's the valedictorian of the school.
I have no idea what that means, but I like it.
It's provocative.
Get some people going.
People going.
Oh shit, Coach Tony scared the fuck out of me right now.
Well, I mean, Moose, what do you think that says anything about Tyler? Just
You know what? Just go to the next stat of the day for Tony, whatever it is. No. Take me out, Brass. I don't want to. We're not doing that.
You know what it is. Nobody wants to have that conversation. But I was saying, I think before you came on, Alf, that the way the Suns use Devin, I feel like that's how we should use Tyler. Less dribbling, more shooting, more running, more setting picks, more popping. I feel like I think that's what would benefit him more with that type of lineup that we have him with, because him and Kyle in the backcourt, they don't look good. Like it seems like they're doing a lot of your turn, my turn with the ball, and like it's never going to work out, because the way that they play, where Kyle wants to do the hit ahead and he's trying to probe and look and do all these things, and then you have Tyler style, like it just doesn't work together. So I'm just wondering if they need to just do more actions with Tyler instead of him just doing more iso ball, because that's what it looks like he wants to do most of the time anyway.
But Tip, to your point, I totally agree. It's their style of play together is not working. But if we were to switch up the offense the way you're saying, you're actually playing into Tyler's hand. Like iso ball is kind of like what he defaults to, but he's so much better when he's playing off the ball, coming off screens.
Somebody's got to tell him that, though, Moose. Yeah, that's the problem.
I understand. You're absolutely right. But if you can find that dynamic, then you're gonna get the Kyle Tyler pairing. Just it'll look a lot better on the floor. I agree with you. If you could get him to buy. Yeah,
Tyler
to get him to buy into that style. Brass, take me out. I was trying to be serious for a minute.
Medea goes to the bench.
Someone said, "Don't forget about the mechanic hitting threes back to back." Let me tell you, I was about to light that motherfucker up too. And also, don't call him mechanic.
Exactly.
Odd Job did hit some big threes. They were like down 11. That motherfucker was like, "I got this." Joel and
Gardner came in.
Gardner.
I like that.
No, we don't like that. We don't like that.
Fez Butter says the Suns only shot 4 free throws. Holy shit.
The Heat only committed 9 fouls on the game.
Damn.
10 now.
Growth. Tiff.
Bryce, you need that. That's the moment we should have had that for you to throw up there.
I mean, I've seen Duncan and Dedmon commit 9 fouls in a minute. Like,
hello? I know. I saw Max commit 7. So.
But
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say, but to Tiff's point, that Tyler came out in the preseason like with a different mentality off the ball and defensively. We saw against the Pelicans. I think it was against the Pelicans. One of the first preseason games he played, he took a charge the first play of the game. He hasn't taken a charge all season. Like, where's that mentality? Where's that commitment off the ball? He was electric off the ball. He's a great catch and shoot. He's an elite screen navigator. and off the screen shooter, and he falls into this bad habit of wanting to go find his old spots and stuff, and he can still do that, but in the starting lineup, he's got to fit in or fit out, as LeBron would say.
Guys, I kind of do have a theory that the offense, when it's and I'm not like, once again, I don't think it's Caleb's fault, right? But when you have Tyler, Jimmy, Bam, and Kyle out there, right? The offense is kind of stuck in the mud, and Tyler feels like he has to do more.
Right.
I really do think I would like to see it. Like, listen, Monique, I would like to see it, right? I want to see what it looks like with Max out there with Tyler, and we probably have some limited small sample sizes. But if you want Tyler to work, I think he needs space to operate just like the rest of those guys do. I think there needs to be more ball movement. I mean, Caleb gets the ball. It's Caleb time. Caleb's
Make
like,
it rain.
I'm the most athletic motherfucker out here. I'm a dunk from the free throw line. Like, it's just not the same mentality of a guy like Max, whose job is to get out of everyone else's way. A guy like Duncan, whose job is to run the fuck around and move defenders. Like, they don't have anybody doing that. And to expect Tyler to do it, Moose, it's just not going to happen. So at some point, if you want Tyler to work in that starting lineup, they have to do something different.
I totally agree. I do think at some point you're going to start to see more of a pick and pop and playing off of Kyle, because he's going to have no choice. If he doesn't, to Frankie's point, fit in, then yeah, he's going to fit out and be moved back to the 6-man role. I mean, at some point they need to find a way to make it work, because you're not going to be able to just keep relying on that all year, waiting for it to happen.
Well, the other thing is, all right, so how many have we won? 3 in a row?
Yep.
Okay, so if he's out and they win another, or if he comes back and they look wonky again, that's where Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to raise some questions.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Well, to your point, Moose, talking about Kyle Lowry, we're going to bring someone in now that knows a thing or two about Kyle. Yeah, I mean, I'm not thrilled about it either, but he's here and he dressed up for the occasion, and
Oh, didn't see you there. Didn't see you over how fucking wrong you motherfuckers were. You count my guy out. It hadn't even been 15 fucking games with. Do you know what I do with any sample less than 20? I wipe my fat ass with it. Same with Kyle, his fat ass that he fell on in the first quarter. And I was there with Christian Hernandez, and he said that looked like a bad fall. And I said, it's okay, he's a lot of cushion. Fuck you, motherfuckers. How dare you disrespect the Hall of Famer? Fucking scared of Devin Booker. Fuck out of here. Campaign was the best player in the Heat. That guy sucks. They should complain about him. That guy's ass. What did Kyle Lowry do? Hit shots. Got assists. You saw that nice.
He hit a shot.
That nice little slip pass to Bam to get him the free throws to get the lead. This is fucking ridiculous. All you motherfuckers apologize. He's good. Maybe he took a little step back because he had a little fucking hamstring injury. What is your fucking ass doing when you get a hamstring injury? Your ass is in bed begging for help, taking ibuprofen. This motherfucker's out here competing with Devin Booker. Sick and tired of this shit. You saw what they did? They fucking kicked Phoenix's ass. Fuck you, Eddie Johnson. You piece of shit. You don't know a good team if it hit you in the goddamn face. You fucking loser. How many fucking titles have you seen in Phoenix? Oh, 0. You dumb asshole. You're a loser. That city's the loser. Although you voted Democrat, so that's actually pretty good. Like, we really needed the kind of boost. Big deal over there. Yeah. But Blue fuck wave. You people. Take me out, Brass.
He's out of breath like Kyle.
You're like Kyle after you ran a lap.
What a shining endorsement. He's good.
I was going to say it. I wanted to say it.
Put it on a shirt.
I feel pretty good.
Ethan, get the merch department.
$30 million for 15 points.
When he
hit
above
mediocre.
2.5 minutes of good.
When he hit that shot, I ran around the arena, literally, and then I jump tackled Alex Toledo, who was not
it empty? How the fuck are you running around an arena?
Okay, so what happened was, we had, the game was going bad. In the fourth quarter, we kind of went to get a drink at the plaza, with Troppy Baby and
Wow.
well, Troppy Baby wasn't drinking.
That
Christian and
was-
I were, and then they went on a run. And as good fans, we did not go back into the arena. We stayed outside. We watched the game outside because they went on a run. And you're welcome. Because
As good fans, you weren't watching the game from your
No, we
seats.
were outside. We were watching like on the TV. We
No,
can
I
hear
know.
Eric Reed. Oh my, Kyle Lowry for 3. Kaboom! Kyle's really good tonight, and stuff like that. So
Great improv skills.
yeah, thank you very much. So you're
good.
welcome, Heat fans. I did go dressed like this to support Kyle. I don't have a Kyle jersey, but
Like a bar mitzvah? You went like that?
Button that jacket, G, I dare you.
Alf, what'd you say? What did you say?
Button that jacket, I dare you.
Oh,
No.
Oh no.
Oh, look
I
at
do
that.
not want to hear silent screams.
That button about to
The
take
button, that's what
camera
I'm
out.
talking about.
This is the heat
All right.
conditioning.
Oh,
oh,
all right, G.
what you talking about?
All right, G.
The music.
How dare you disrespect me? Listen, Kyle's jersey barely fits on him, and he played well, targeting me and my
He
suit.
wasn't that good, man. Like
Wasn't that
honestly,
good? Wasn't.
he was all right. Like
Let me tell you something. Without his contributions, they don't win the game.
okay.
Without
I
his
mean,
shot
okay.
cards,
Played 8 guys.
yes.
Yeah, I mean, if they played 4-on-5, it probably would have been a problem.
He played really well in the end. That's
There
great.
were,
Yes.
there
That's
were
big,
whole
huge.
swaths of the game. I didn't even realize Kyle was out there.
Listen, did my
just rolled
5
into
double
your
gin and
buttons.
tonics at the arena maybe color my vision of the game?
Yeah, it
Probably.
really did.
I'm having some Glengoyne.
What did that
Maybe
set you
watching all of
back? That must have been like
How many-
half of Kyle's
double?
contract to get 5 double G&Ts.
You know,
That's
G
why-
at
keeps
whatever
coming
the arena
online
is named now.
pretending he's like the 1%.
Listen, you
Yeah.
hang out with Christian Hernandez enough, you will be.
G put on that jacket, forgot who the fuck he was.
Right?
Tiff, he's spending your chair
went
money.
G, that's my chair money, motherfucker.
I wish Kyle were
all
part of
y'all
the 1% body
Right.
fat.
To all y'all watching and listening, I'm still waiting on a proper chair from Heat Beat. Just so y'all
It's
know.
on the way.
My
on the
shit's
way.
squeaking.
What?
Right?
Paid for my-
I ain't even got arms. I ain't even got arm rests. I ain't even got arm
They
rests.
got all kinds of necks to pull.
Those 5 gin and tonics are gonna pay the Heat luxury tax for the next couple of years. You thank me.
Well, yeah, he needs the money.
I mean,
So,
yeah,
so
a lot
you're
of
saying
people do.
you can't afford to have a bid for the arena, G?
Listen?
Oh, after all
telling you,
that,
the BBC Arena, the Bang Bros Center.
no, after the money
No,
he spent
I-
tonight. we
listen,
I heard
$6,000.
Heat Beat was putting a bid in.
Oh
But
yeah,
the problem is you're the one who submitted the thing. So like
Hete, bete.
Brian was supposed to spell check that.
Jesus, man. Yeah, of course you
You know the E,
Blame
he's so
Boeing for
close
this.
to the A on the keyboard, like fat fingers. Listen, we're a more legit business than FTX. I'll tell you that.
We're more.
it's not saying much
Not
at
that
all.
much.
I've only used our funds personally once.
That's
unlike
like saying
FTX.
Kyle had a good game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like saying Kyle was better than Campaign. Okay.
He was. He
yeah,
was.
Yeah. That's,
What was the what was the
You know what, Brass? Let's go around the NBA and see what they do there. Oh yeah. Oh shit! What they doing over there? I love Frankie's face in that.
What is
Oh,
happening
right.
here?
Is this
Check
Deontay?
check DeAndre Jordan. Watch him.
DeAndre
Watch
Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan here. This is incredible.
He's out there stealing money.
Man
It
down.
is.
Man down.
Man
I'm
down.
gonna call this mother FTX.
Yo,
What is he
He's
doing
not done.
over there? For
what is
real?
he doing?
Who he
Look,
guarding?
look. Oh,
Jesus
God.
Christ.
Oh, no.
Oh God.
Oh,
Let Brady Hawk take that from me.
Oh, the Timberwolves.
Oh,
Oh,
the
watch Cat.
Timberwolves.
Oh, watch Cat's defense here. Oh, look at that. Oh,
Oh, you do that shit all day.
Why did I feel like I heard him go,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God! Look at that
What was
pass.
that?
Yo, good catch.
Look at that pass. Watch this pass.
Look,
Just
he gives up
passive-
because he doesn't
He's
get the ball.
fucking
so
out of
he runs
bounds.
Yes, but that's just like some passive aggressive shit.
Oh, here goes Sid again.
Oh, and this is the
Look at Sid.
4-on-5 basketball
Oh, this
Where's-
is what he forgot.
Wait, where's Russell?
Yeah.
on the sideline by the scores table.
Oh my god!
D'Angelo
And you
Russell.
watch him. He's like, "Oh, what the fuck? I'm in."
Oh my god!
You know what's funny with the
Incredible.
audio? You hear them saying Russell.
Yeah.
Oh, is this the Julius Randle defense?
Oh, this is a Julius Randle supercut. Oh man,
Hey.
so many great
Look at
defensive plays. Remember when Tibbs was a great defensive coach? Remember
No,
that?
I don't. I just remember Heaton 5, bitch.
Lou Dort is killing though. Maybe we should be looking at Lou Dort.
They're gonna call him Coinbase. Whoa. that flyby defense.
Right? Look at that.
What was that?
Yo,
Why
where's
is-
the hell?
why he- first of all, why is he out there looking like Frederick Douglass? What the hell is wrong with his head?
He
Like,
moving
what
like
is-
Frederick Douglass too, like
Dead.
current day Frederick
Dead.
Douglass.
Dead. That's what he doing.
Bro, at
Like
least
he out there
Frederick,
playing the
Frederick
moccasin.
did stuff.
Oh, and this.
True G.
Big.
Oh,
What is with the foot pillow?
And another one.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. For real, I don't know not one song this man know or did or featured
He the
on. I don't
best.
know nothing about him, but another one.
Another one. That was great.
I fucking knew it. Oh my god.
Another one.
Another one. Listen,
Are we getting some of these for the whole Heat bench?
God did.
DJ Khaled, what did they call you in the early 2000s on Miami radio?
The Arab attack.
True story.
It's true.
Another one. We the best.
99 Jams legend.
99 jams. Almond milk.
What brand?
No brands. Another one.
My pillow over here.
We don't endorse My Pillow over here.
No, we definitely don't. Will we be able to find these in stores?
God did.
You need to get the court culture branded one.
God did.
Next time, before we do a Khaled cutout, how about you listen to some more fucking DJ Khaled
That's
before,
what- that's-
so at least you have some more catchphrases.
What I was saying.
Another one.
Wow, that was some hard hitting. Oh, that was excellent, excellent.
DJ
Wow,
Khaled's
I can't
actually like a true pillow queen. Hearing some of his interviews,
Whoa. What?
Whoa.
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 What?
Whoa.
doesn't pleasure the queens.
He doesn't eat the cat.
I've seen the interviews. The disrespect, man, just wants everything. No, I don't do that. I'm sorry.
believe
I,
Hashtag
don't,
not-
I mean, we just
Take him
went-
out. Yeah, I was waiting. I was waiting. Like, what
Jesus Christ.
was that?
I couldn't even formulate what I was trying to say.
I was like, we all just said, what?
It all went south when he said pillow queen.
I mean, Frankie got it. Frankie got it.
We
Yeah.
all got it.
Yeah, just
It
was
wasn't a
just
question of if we
unnecessary.
got it.
listen, just
His wife didn't get it.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Thank you, Frankie. Now that was a good one. Another
Content right there. Content right there.
Another one.
Carlitiana, what is G saying?
I don't even know. Don't listen.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
I do think it's time to bring back a beloved segment. We're winding down at a really good win. G repping Cunnilingus, can't spell it.
You know I can't. But I know what it tastes.
Oh Christ! What the fuck off?
Oh my god. Someone clip that, please.
Miami GB.
Oh god.
That's why he's got stalkers.
Oh god.
This is why I don't like it when he's on the show.
I can't stop crying.
I know. I feel you. I'm with you.
All right.
God damn it.
All right, so let's go out with
Transition.
new segment, the G spot. Oh no,
One time.
G made the imaging but can't find it. Anyway,
Still searching for it. It's up.
It
there,
is.
though. It's
It
up
has
there.
been a minute since we have done this, Alf.
yes, one of our favorite segments that we do. We like, there was that Laker movie. And we decided we wanted to cast the Miami Heat movie. We didn't do it all last season. We took a break, but there are some new faces. So the Miami Heat movie segment is back. Hit it, Brass.
I love the music.
Are we gonna bring G back in for this?
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
Hi, G. Served your time out. I don't think you should stop drinking.
Really
Stop. Yeah.
It's a Monday.
Exactly.
Immaculate says he misses the segment more than any other one low key. We did too, but we were running out of ideas last season.
It is true. So should we go do a little bit of a refresher for some
yeah,
people
let's
that
get a
may
feel
have
of that.
pissed?
Yeah.
May have missed.
For the
Let's,
5 Reasons audience.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, so I mean, basically anyone is fair game. Anyone that's ever been on the Heat, ever been a coach on the Heat,
Associated.
also been opponents of the Heat as well. So here's just a few select ones from a couple years ago. There's Tracy
Philly
Morgan
cheese.
as Dion. What does he say, Alf?
Philly cheese. Get somebody pregnant.
Jason Jackson. Keenan Thompson. Stanley Tucci as Eric Reed,
That one's so good.
Ooh,
which
that's
is
good.
great. DJ Qualls as Chris Quinn.
Identical.
Jay Farrow as Chris Bosh.
Looking confused.
So I mean that's just a few. That's a few. We've done a whole bunch, and we have a few more, few new ones for you tonight. So first we will go. Nikola Jovic is someone that we have been wanting to see more time on the floor.
Yes.
But I guess so I don't know if he'd be in the movie yet, but eventually he's going to be a star in this fucking squad. So we need someone to play him. So from Stranger Things, we have Finn Wolfhard
Yeah.
as
That was pretty
Nikola
good.
Jovic.
He's
Listen,
tall
when
too.
it comes to casting, I've seen Stranger Things.
God,
Take me
no.
out.
Get Moose out of here.
Yeah, I'd rather hear G talk about vagina again. So for no, it's
Nobody
definitely
wants
not.
that.
Definitely not true. I do not want that ever again. I don't want G above me either. I don't like that at all either.
Phrasing?
Yeah.
Great job.
For Kyle Lowry, we have John Boyega,
Ooh.
Oh.
I like
which
it.
is pretty good.
What do you think of that, G?
Which
Good. I like the casting.
I think it's good because, as you know, in Force Awakens, he plays a stormtrooper, and they notoriously can't shoot. So
It works.
it's
He's just
it kind of
in
works.
Character, yeah. Method actor.
She's pissed at me now. But also, Alf wanted to do this one.
Why you
So
put it on me?
because I don't know. Yeah, this was Alf's idea.
Wait, is that Reno 911?
Yep.
Niecy Nash.
DC
What did you do
with
to
the
my man?
hourglass.
Oh no.
DC Nash with the hourglass.
One of the stars of the game this evening, Caleb Martin, is going to be played by none other than Bad Bunny.
Yimmy.
Legend. Legend.
If only Caleb would play with his hair like that.
Yo.
I compared Daddy Yankee and Bad Bunny to Dwayne Wade and Jimmy Butler at the arena today. Daddy Yankee
God,
kind of
nobody-
went out of the reggaeton
Nobody
scene.
cares.
Daddy,
Nobody cares.
Bad Bunny kind of filled it.
Gee, you
I don't
have
even.
been awful
I'm not gonna
tonight.
lie. I don't know who these people are.
Your contributions to tonight's show have
I don't know
been
who these people
awful.
are. I don't know who
Diaz
these people
Table
are.
Calderon. Like, what are you doing?
Moose, you can't find it. You can't find his
Tiff,
contribution.
we're doing.
You couldn't
Tiff,
find it either.
We're going
Yeah.
to a Bad Bunny concert.
No,
Who?
Tiff would never
You and
be
me.
in a bad
You,
one.
me. You and me.
She'd rather have a fucking chair.
with arms.
And so that is it. We'll do more of those
Whoa.
throughout the season. We have
What do you
no
mean that's
more.
it?
There are no more tonight.
Wait, what do you mean that's it?
No, that's it, right? We don't have any more. No, I'm the Alf. No,
Brass.
no,
Come on, Brass, I finally got to use my Photoshop skills.
absolutely not.
my God.
Absolutely not. I am not. No, I have nothing to
Brass.
do with this.
I'm
I have
taking
nothing
over.
to do
I
with
thought
this.
was a-
What do we got? What do we
Well,
got?
I don't know why Brass is so scared.
Cover
This
my
was all
face.
Alf.
No, let's go, Brass. Come on.
Who
let's
is
go.
it? Who is this of? Oh God.
I'm looking for it.
Excellent.
I put
See,
it- oh, here it
even the
is.
server doesn't want it.
No, listen.
You're already doing more than DJ Khaled.
Haywood Highsmith is part of the team this year, so we have
Debatable.
to cast him. So I thought a great casting would be Bucky from.
God.
Oh my
I
God,
mean-
we're getting canceled.
End the show. End the show.
I